Hi everyone, welcome back to Planet Coaster. Today we're making a really different building than the rest of this main street. It's still a western building technically, it's just a bit later on, there's electricity, it's not a Wild West, like a old western thing. But I really enjoyed building this building because it was so different than the rest of this main street. And it is the final building of this part of the main street. So yeah, one side of the street is complete, and in the next videos we will cover the other side of the buildings, and after that we will make the main weenie and think about rides. So it's gonna be, I don't know, roughly like a week before we really start building rides in Playco 2 on this channel. I hope to have some stuff ready by then, but we'll see. Oh yeah, I lost a lot of footage as well because my recording software was playing up again, didn't record. I'm using Shadowplay, but let me explain the issue. So when I start recording, it's fine. But when I click on my other monitor, it stops recording it because I clicked outside of the game. And it's so annoying. And sometimes I don't even notice it when I click on a link or image or whatever. And then it hasn't recorded for like 40 minutes. And I lost a lot of progress. So I got so annoyed by that, I started looking into alternatives of Shadowplay. And apparently Steam has this new recording function. I was like, oh, okay, let's try this, and it works really well, and I think the quality is even better. So, yeah, that's issue solved as well. So from now on, you can see everything. Well, that I decided to get into the videos. At least I still cut out a lot of repeating stuff. Otherwise, the videos would get a bit monotone. I don't know. I'm not a great speaker, guys. Doesn't matter. Anyway, yeah, I made this little sunshade canopy thing. Canopy isn't right. Right, I don't know. It's the thing, the red thing here. And then I made this sign, and the corners are a bit spicy with some corner work or circle work, and then you cut it up. I've explained it many times before. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them, but it's pretty straightforward. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, we're using a lot of bricks. My tip for using brick in this game is get the first. Always the standard thing you do is like filter on free grid props, or like stuff that's free from the grid. And then you have the tiniest brick piece, and that one you make smaller to the 50%. That's the only thing I'm using as brick for the main part. It's also much more of a realistic brick size, and it's a bit more versatile as well. It gets pretty thin, but of course it sticks out in the end, so you have to be a bit creative how you use it. On corners this is difficult. If you just want like a small brick pillar, you can't really do that yet. So I hope they add even a smaller brick thingy, or like a pillar. A standalone pillar would be nice. Now we have the two pillars next to each other, but you can, it's a bit finicky, whatever. Yeah, oh, these windows are pretty self-explanatory. Yeah, I can't talk at all today. I don't care, I'm not recording it again, it's fine. Yeah, just use the brick, you turn it flat, and that's your thingy, and then you put wood on top of it. And then some those thin wooden beams as like the window frame, and then you're there. We don't have windows, actual like glass in the game yet, but they did announce that, so I'm looking forward to implement that everywhere. I spent like an hour implementing that into every window, and maybe we can add some cracks in the windows as well. I can already do that now, but I haven't thought of it yet. Well, that's a thing to note. Yeah, this is a corner building, so again, I'm using reference images, so other than the pieces I'm using, the shape of the building is already predetermined. I'm not changing a lot of stuff. I simplified some things and tried to add a bit more detail in some other areas, but besides that, it's not really that spectacular. I just really like how it looks in game. And it only has these like cross beams of concrete in that area. Yeah, this is all a bit fast, but I decided just to edit that quickly into the video. I think in real life it's that thick concrete thing in the top of the building is even a bit larger, but I thought it looked a bit weird, so I was like, whatever, just make it a bit smaller. And then on the roof you have this like trim, and I probably could have done this differently, but I just used the plate. It's it's a great piece. It gets really tiny as well. Oh yeah, and then to add a bit more texture, I tried this Minecrafty type of shading of the building. I tried some very how do you say that, like hardly noticeable blackened type of stuff. But then I went a bit too contrasty with the more palish color, so I might go back and change that a bit. You see that in the next videos, it's a bit more nuanced I should say. And then this is a bit of a creative way to make a sign in game. So yeah, you paint the wall black in real life, and then you have like an art or an advertisement on there. So now this is an hotel, so we have an advertisement for a hotel on there. Lodging, as you can see. Again, I took it straight from the game, but I really thought that was a creative thing. Actually, there's quite a couple of the creative things the game makes you realize if you really look at it stuff. And I can't wait to get a Red Dead 2, because of course Red Dead 1 is a bit dated by this point, but it still looks great on PC, especially now that it is released on PC. I might just make a commercial for that game, maybe, but I think it's worth it, definitely. I nearly completed it 100% now, and I'm really into it, as you might have noticed. But yeah, if you might have noticed as well that there's a couple of signs pointing towards a ferry, and I'm thinking of making like a little lake area or interconnecting rivers and lake in this park. Because one, that's just really scenic, right? And also you can make some stuff about that, like the ferry, maybe a ride or a restaurant. So yeah, these signs are a bit placeholder for now. I really like this sign as well. I tried to be a bit creative with the fonts, but it's to move stuff back and forwards because the hitboxes, man, the hitboxes are weird, and I made it like a weird smiley face to emphasize Jolly Jacks. I don't know what it is really. Oh, and I thought it was clever, like using a decal to make it look like paper over there. Not paper, but like a bit more detailed in it. Yeah, you know what I mean. I don't know quite the word for it. But yeah, some lights here as well. Light on the side of the building. Oh, I made this card in the first video, but I forgot to record half of it. So yeah, here it is. You can see the card here as well. Maybe I should put the smaller stuff, like the lanterns and the telegraph poles and the cards on the workshop as well. That would be actually just a simple thing to do, really. Then you won't have to download the entire building for those. Oh, I'm sorry, I need to yawn. It's a bit late here. Actually, it's not, but I'm just tired. But it doesn't matter. Anyway, the ladder here, very simple ladder. I don't think we have a ladder like this in game, but now we do. Maybe I should put that on the workshop as well. Yeah, with the console edition, I think a lot of people use a lot more blueprints pretty often. So yeah, that's just a simple way of adding stuff. Oh yeah, we have the sign left, our corner sign, of course. You need to see from both sides of the streets that this is a hotel. Yeah, the signage really makes this main street cool. Otherwise, it would be a bit plain. But yeah, we're nearing the end of the video, guys. That's half of the main street done. And I'll see you guys soon for the next half of the main street. Yeah, so thanks for watching, everyone. And see you guys around.